Hey everyone, it's time for some new Wingspan content. I rather unexpectedly made it to the second stage of the Wingspan Worldcup with a 5-4 record in the German group, where we had one 6-3 record and 6 5-4 records. And I was lucky enough to be one of the 3 5-4 players to advance to the next round by tiebreakers. So I thought, well, I haven't been playing well or much or whatever, but it might be time again to thank the fact that I advanced and give something back to the community. And I think videos is the only thing that I can give. So here we go. This is the first round of the second stage. I'm playing against Stalled Bird. This is World Cup 25 Group C. And this is my opening hand. This is the tray. My opponent is going first, so I'm not counting on any of these birds, but there are also no birds that I actually really need from the tray, so that's always good news if you're not going first and the stuff in the tray is not what you want. So what do we have here? Catbird is amazing, Culted is great, Nuthatch would be okay, Golden Pheasant is also pretty neat. Cuckoo is a bit expensive, but nice when the opponent has a grassland that you can tax. The bad news about this hand, there is no real wetlands bird. I mean, the catbird can live in the wetlands, but it would be a waste if there is no other bird showing up that could go with it. But yeah, I don't think I've got much of a choice here, so I will just play forest bird, gain some food, wait for an opportunity to snatch a wetlands bird, and proceed. Okay, two very standard bonus cards. I think I'm more in the cavity nest fraction, so let's go for it. If any of you has experience or an opinion towards spotted dove and rock thrush and the like, I'm not sure what to think about these birds. They draw you 3 cards, but then move to the opponent, allowing them to themselves draw 3 cards and potentially pass it back to you. So I don't know if these birds are any good, or if they just giving the opponent too much potential. I've played with them sometimes, but I'm quite shy to try them out in a World Cup game, actually, because giving the opponent 3 free cards and also, I mean, potentially an advancement to the next column, that seems rather tough price to pay. But maybe I'm totally underrating this card. Oh, my opponent just draws that card. Okay, maybe I learned something here, and maybe this card is good after all. Yeah, let's find out. I want to have this nectar and this grub, put something on the cold hit, and be happy for the moment. So my opponent started with Wetlands Bird and drew the Rock Thrush. Not the Rock Thrush, or Spotted Dove, which they apparently intend to pass on to me. So they are drawing the first 3 cards. If I pass it back, they will draw more cards. I'm still not fully convinced. It's a lot of nectar. So this is incidentally full reward for my opponent, because now they can draw 2 nectar and use the Rock Thrush's power. So if they move it to my wetlands, then I'm probably pretty fine, because I need card draw anyways. If they move it anywhere else, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so then I can maybe just learn by playing it, because I have no choice but to use it. I mean, no, that's not correct. I could choose not to use it and just leave it living there. You draw 3. Okay, I can draw from wherever. There has appeared a Himalayan monal. How do you pronounce this bird? I've got to do some homework here. Which is an amazing card, I think. That could be the basis for a powerful forest engine, actually, and a proper use for the cat bird. So yeah, we'll definitely be drawing cards here. We'll draw the monal. I don't know if that warbler is good enough for me. I think I would a random card rather. Yeah, and then I have to decide whether I want to use that dove or just leave it here in order not to give too much value to my opponent. I'm really unsure. It's just a guts feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's good to give my opponent the chance to draw 3 cards again. I mean, so far they have blocked, they have paid a resource, they have used a card draw action to get this. At least half a card draw action because they drew 2 cards. And now they have blocked my first wetland slot, which is absolutely fine for me, because I didn't have a wetlands bird. Now it can live there, rent-free. And I think this is just fine for me with this bird being there and having no abilities, because at the moment I don't need the space, and it's okay that it lives here. Yellow hammer. Okay. Right, so I want to play Himalayan monal and grey catbird as soon as possible. I need eggs for that. So I will lay at least 1 egg. Potentially I'll probably have enough food and don't need that mouse. So I just do it like this. It's actually with 2 eggs at my disposal. The question is, do I want to play the catbird first, maybe? Because that's the tough to play one. But also this one needs a berry. This only gives me a berry when there is one in the supply. This gives me extra wheat, but not berries. Yeah, I think I go for playing the catbird first, actually. This. So I will have to overpay. If I want to play the Himalayan monal, which I probably do want to play. Yeah, this is going to be the way to go, I expect. Then I have to make... I could also play one of the other forest birds. Hope that it will be enough to win the round goal. Could also go for the... I will need 2 eggs, but I could get these eggs when I play the golden pheasant. But... it does cost me a lot of points if I sacrifice 2 of these. Nonetheless, I want to play around this bird and activate it as many times as possible. Let's go. And also, there is the pink power that only triggers when I lay eggs, which I hopefully won't need to do very often this game. Ooh, did I see a raven there? That's rather unfortunate, because I'm building a strong forest here, so the raven is not good news, actually. Also... Oh, Eastern Rosella. Okay. I would also welcome getting the gifts from the Rosella, so I probably should limit the options for my opponent and deny the raven. Just, as they say, hate pick it. Yeah. I mean, if they start to set up a grasslands engine around the raven now, it's probably also... Is it a problem? Maybe it's not a problem. I mean, I'm not going to use that raven, that's for sure. Is it okay to just not take it? I mean, I will have to draw cards at some point anyways. It's difficult. I think I'd rather go for my own plan and let them draw and play the raven. It's not that they have great value at the moment. I'm not scared of birds. I'm not in the no ravens faction. Best regards to all of you who recognize themselves here. Take this nectar. Do I discard a card to take another one? I think at the moment this is fine. Click on birds to lay eggs, copy this. Yes. Do this, yes. Happy times. So, stalled bird, enjoy your raven if you want. I don't need a bird that eats my eggs and produces food. I need a bird that draws cards. I'm not talking about spotted dove here. I want different ways of drawing cards. So my nestbox builder suggests that I might play 2 of these forest birds, but I'm not sure if they are good enough for these expensive slots. You'll see. Oh, Kakapo. And also they have drawn the raven. Kakapo is nice, but doesn't do anything for the forest engine. They don't have good card draw engine at the moment, so I would still be fine if they invested a card draw to get the Kakapo, I think. I think the Nuthatch is actually the bird that I want, because the 4th slot is worth something in terms of gaining extra food, and it scores a point every time I get food, and gaining food is something that I do intend to do quite frequently this game. And this only produces more food, so this is probably not what I'm looking for. Also, as I said, I'm a bit rusty, having played only for fun and not very well the past month, so if I've missed some recent development and treat the Azurtit unfairly, please point it out in the comments. Yay, Rosella! Okay, that didn't draw the Kakapo. It's unfortunate that in this round I'm going first. If I went last, I could use this one as my last action, pass it over, and have a huge boost for the round goal. But this way, this doesn't work. So yeah, at some point I need to find stuff. So I think now it's the time to draw some cards, and I might even move the Spotted Dove over to their grassland, because if they really plan to play that Raven, they have to make a choice regarding this space. I will just draw the Kakapo. For reasons of maybe this is a good idea. It's a wetlands bird, but a pretty random one. I didn't draw a single cavity nest bird. With a Spotted Dove power at my opponent's disposal. I'm not very confident in this round goal, so yeah, got to find a way to dig for more cards, I guess. Black-tailed Godwit in the wetlands. Sounds about fine. Just in order to be able to pretend to be participating in this round goal, I play a random wetlands bird and maybe do 1 or 2 card draw activations. And then resort to forest and just slam birds. So they have not played this flocking bird, swarm building bird, flock building, swarm? No, it's a flock of birds. Now even my language is rusty. So what I was going to say, I cannot play the European goldfinch for value at the moment because there doesn't seem to be a proper reward. So Spotted Dove is back. Almost tempted to just send it back, actually. Just to block that slot. So that I don't play... I mean, here I draw 2 cards, here I draw 3. And... it might disturb the plan that my opponent has. It might also just disturb my own plan. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've pivoted from I don't use that dove to yeah, let's just use that dove. I'm confused. Okay, so we send it back to the lab. This is at least some payoff, which can help turning my useless cards, of which there are some, into value. It's a close race for the round goal. Let's see how this goes. Definitely we'll both end up with a lot of hand cards that we can use for other things. Good thing is, as long as I keep sending the dove back here, they cannot use their nectar when they choose to send it back. Also, the egg-laying action is not very useful for them. And okay, they have used all their 4 actions, that's fine. They didn't send the Spotted Dove back. Okay. I think I use my coot So I can... it will replace itself. If I need to draw 3 cards with my next action, I could do so by discarding an egg. I could even, when I see that the round goal is unwinnable, start using the coot and just start tucking cards and scoring points. So opponent seems to go for the bird feeder, which means gain food. They have gained food. They have 7 cards left in hand, but they have 1 more action. If they use this, they can draw 3. If they use this, they can draw 3. Meaning, if I draw 3 now, I will win the round goal. Also, they have the yellow hammer, which probably says play another card for them. So I think I won the battle for the round goal here. Skip this one. Choose any 2 die. So I need to roll a grub or a fish. That's quite high odds. Snap. I think it's another question for you, more experienced with the Asia expansion. Do you stop when you have rolled 1? I mean, that's more than a 50% chance, right? It's 4 out of 6. 4 out of 6. Yes. Yeah. Maybe it's too greedy. So, welcome back, Spotted Dove. Still 1 more card in hand. This madness has to stop. Great Hornbill, so they're not going for the Raven. I win the round goal, they are going first. There's nothing in the tray that I want. And with the Hornbill they have potentially provided another means of tucking cards for us. Okay, so I will just now, I've got several nice birds here that I might want to use. This is none of them. So I will just use their Hornbill and tuck stuff. So one question that we have to ask ourselves is there any forest bird? Any engine bird that we want to play before? I think I'm just going for the Kakapo actually. Just fill the last slot and be happy, but before doing so I need to gain food once to also use my egg laying powers and advance. I think I have better ways to spend my cards than discarding them for extra food now, because I will go for food very often. That's a lot of clicks. Could potentially also, I think I do Kakapo and then gain food, then golden pheasant, then more birds. If they had a full egg slots situation, I might do this differently, but okay, they actually do play the Raven. Interesting. With that strong a forest, I hadn't expected that anymore. Anyways. Let's play Kakapo. So Common Swift is a nice way of turning my extra food into points. So this is something that I will want to play and pay attention to picking up grubs. First I need to get some eggs though. So grubs. Nectar, grubs, something. Activate, activate. Yes. Copy. Yes. Yes. So that's a good forest engine headed by a kakapo. I'm doing nothing for the engine. I'm just living here. I'm just an ambassador for the New Zealand wildlife. Right, so 2 eggs. Now it's time to play that one. Spend the fish that I don't need. Might be playing that goldfinch as well, so for the time being use this food. Yes. We might need eggs in platform nest at some point. Incidentally, the spotted dove game is over now. It has been walled in. Okay, so my 2 cents on the spotted dove. It seems to be good if you're the player who has it, who starts it, because then you are potentially the player who draws more cards than the opponent when the opponent at some point chooses, like me, to not use it anymore. But it's really can also be really annoying if it constantly blocks the spots that you actually want to use. So yeah, not fully convinced. I don't like the play style of that card, but it's seems to be fine still. Okay, more stuff for me. So, are they tucking stuff? Sometimes. So this raises the question, is the goldfinch worth playing? I think it is. So let's just put it here now and enjoy. Then as the next action, play Common Swift. Maybe even... I got so much food and I will get more food. I could even play this for 2 wheat, so I have 1 more grub to tuck. So I got then 1 more 9-point bird that I can play in my grassland, and I might need to dig for birds that I can play down here. For example, whooping crane and bald eagle. These are 2 decent birds that I will just pick up and be fine, I guess. Don't have a ton of eggs, so I'm not discarding an egg for an extra card, but I will use the Eurasian coot. I could potentially still play this, and I cannot play this, right? Not that I do want to play it, but... Okay, so have we learned anything? We stop after 1 roll, so we have this 1 point secured. So I can gain food twice. Did I ruin my bonus card, by the way? Yes, I did. Did I miss any obvious cavity nest bird? Don't think I did. Problem is also that many of these cavity nest birds live in the forest, which is full on my side, so... Yeah. Okay. We want to use this. We want to use this. We want to use this. My opponent probably has plenty of stick nests, so I'm not really in the mood of getting this round goal, so... Oh, I could discard an egg from a bird like that to gain the food. I don't think I want to do that, right? I need how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs. I will get 2, but I do have enough food. Don't think I want to do this. So rather go for this. Grab stuff, grab stuff. Copy this. Gain stuff, lay eggs, blah. So then I will end with 1 egg in stick nests for the record, and be happy otherwise. So food I have enough. 10, 14, I only need 9, and I need some for the common swift, so that would be fun actually. So I would... ah, damn it. There goes my fish. Thieves! Then it doesn't really matter anymore. The only thing that matters is yeah, where to use which nectar. They have 2 and 5, so I cannot do much about the wetlands anyways. So I rather secure this one here. But then I do need nectar to play the bald eagle. That's unfortunate. Do they have... I mean, they don't have that much nectar at their disposal. They might gain some, though. It's rather difficult. Then maybe I start out with a whooping crane, which I can play with just triple wheat. I don't need for anything else. Is something about the behaviorist? Yeah, it works, right? Nice. It will be a 6-point behaviorist. That's a rare sight. Oh, interesting roll. Noise. Noise. Also noise. Righty. They have now 2 nectar at their disposal, so they could get to 4 here. So it's important for me to reach 5, which is not a problem anymore. So let's play with nectar, nectar, wheat. Interesting game. Can't really tell how much points will hop out of my opponent's place. There are bonus cards that I don't know of. They win 2 of the 3 nectar thingies. Round goals were somehow even, I think. I won the first 2 actually. I will lose this one though. So that somehow compensates for the being down in the nectar rating. Goldfinch paid off at least a little bit, and I used all my resources. Got 1 egg left, got no cards left. I will have 2 food left. So 116 points suggested here. Oh, Kakapo, what do you have to offer for me? Oh yeah, mechanical engineer, that's always a nice gift. Especially with a full board. So we're at 128 here. It's a decent score. I have no clue where Stolberg will end up, so let's see. That's almost equal. That's also almost equal. Bit ahead here. Also quite equal. Good in this. Should be better at this. Suck at this. Alrighty. That was a pretty decent first game. I'm still not sure what I have learned about the spotted dove. Please let me know in the comments. Please let me know all the other things that you noted in the comments. Thank you for watching. It's been fun to be playing Wingspan again, and especially in a venue like the Wingspan World Cup. Thank you all who are organizing this. It's a great experience. And yeah, thanks Stolberg for the game, and see you around next time.